One of the best accessories that I found recently to actually upgrade your Cybertruck's interior to not only make it look more premium, but to actually match the dash cover a lot better is the Handshow carbon fiber dash cover. So you can go from this to this in a matter of seconds. It's super easy to install. It makes your dash look 1,000 times better. And if you guys want to pick it up yourself, make sure you use my link in the video description along with the discount code to save you some money during checkout. So in this video, we're going to go through the full installation. We're going to see how it fits, how it feels, and whether or not I think it's worth your time. So let's get started. So this dash cover is made from real carbon fiber. It's very light. It's super thin, but it's also very strong because of that carbon fiber. This also does come in 2 different flavors. It comes in this matte look, which I have here to actually match the dash pad of the Cybertruck, and it also comes in a nice gloss. And if we look at the interior, you can see that it also has a whole bunch of these little sticky strips on the inside. We're going to be installing this first without removing the sticky adhesives, but in the end, I'm going to remove probably a couple of these at least to help make sure it stays in place. But first, I want to make sure that everybody can see that you should be able to install this without actually using the adhesive pads. And it also comes in these 2 pieces here. One goes on the driver's side and the other piece goes on the passenger side, but when they're together, it's going to look really nice. So first we're going to install the passenger side dash cover. Just make sure that everything's nice and clean before you do the installation. I do like the way that the dash kind of looks, but it doesn't match very well with the actual dash pad, whereas the carbon fiber looks almost like what the dash pad is covered in, so it should look really nice. And I don't know if you've ever seen, if you look at some of these dash pads, it kind of looks like it's got some of these ripples in it. It looks kind of like, I don't know, like it's dented in certain spots. I don't see that right now, but as it sits right now, it doesn't have a very premium look, and I was looking for something to actually upgrade that, and I think this dash cover is going to do a great job. So again, first, we're going to install this without removing any of the adhesives, just to see how well it holds on without removing that, and then I'll see how easy it is to take off, and then I'll remove some of the sticky adhesives and put it back in place. And just one thing to keep in mind, before you do this installation, make sure you remove any bottom storage display accessories that you have, because it's not going to allow you to install this with those in place. So the way that you want to install this is you want to make sure that the bottom lip here goes underneath your dash pad first, and then we'll kind of roll it up to catch on the inside of your dash pad here. So get this piece behind your display, and then make sure you get that bottom cover underneath first. Push that in place. Just like that. You can see that it's kind of grabbing underneath here, and then just push this all the way forward and it should clip onto your pad here. And it's in place just like that. So it looks really good. Again, it's staying in place pretty much without those little stickers. So it's grabbing on the bottom here. It's grabbing up on top, and it doesn't obstruct your LED lights at all. So that's definitely a plus as well. So again, it seems to be staying in place pretty good without the use of those stickers. So now let's see how easy it is to remove. So I'm gonna just kind of pull this back. It releases its grip from the top. And just make sure you get it from underneath the bottom, and it comes right off. So it wasn't super easy to get off. I don't think that this is just gonna fall off without the use of the adhesive pads. So if you don't want to use the adhesives, you can't actually install this without removing those. But I want a little more hold on my dash pad, so I'm actually going to remove some of these sticky covers, and we're going to reinstall it with some of these pads exposed. All right, so now that we have some of the adhesive removed, I'm gonna reinstall this. So again, we'll put that behind the back there, making sure that the bottom part here catches underneath. So that's in, and it should be sticking to the top here. And then we'll just kind of get this underneath again, making sure that everything is covered. And then just kind of push this into place. And then just push down if you're using adhesive, so it should stick in place. And that looks really good. And that is on there. That looks nice. And if you take a closer look here, you can see how nicely that fits. I think it fits perfectly on the dash, and it looks great. You can see how well it fits with your dash pad now. Looks a lot better than the original dash did. And you can see you can still easily see your LEDs, and it's not obstructing your air conditioning either. That looks really nice. And then if we close the door here, we can see how well it fits with the door closed. And you can see it fits perfectly. We still have a slight gap there, so it's not squishing your door any, and it has not moved a bit. That looks so much nicer. And then we'll install the dash cover for the driver's side. So again, now that we know that we can install it without removing any of the adhesives, I'm just going to remove a couple of the strips on each side. All right, and then the way that this goes in is you just kind of put this over the top of your steering wheel here. Again, making sure that the bottom lip here catches on the edge of the dash first. And then once that's underneath, you just kind of want to roll this on top. Make sure everything's in place. And then if you're using adhesives, just kind of give that a good press so it holds in place. And that looks awesome. Man, that looks really nice. I think that looks so much better, and it looks so much nicer along with the dash pad versus just the regular tactical gray interior. And it's also going to be protected from scratches as well. And it's going to be a lot easier to clean if it happens to get dirty. And because I got the matte, it doesn't show fingerprints either. And to show you how well it fits, we'll look behind the display here, and you can see that it's pretty much seamless. There is a seam, and it lines up perfectly with the Cybertruck's actual seam in the LED, and it comes together perfectly. That looks really nice. And if we take a look at that center seam from another angle, you can see just how perfectly it lines up in the center. And you can see on the driver's side, again, how nicely that comes together, totally covering your dash. Just fits perfectly. And if you happen to have other carbon fiber accessories, like I've got this carbon fiber center console cover, it also looks great along with the dash. And in case you're wondering, once the dash cover is installed, if you can still use your under display storage bin, I'm going to see how well it fits with the one I have here. And it still looks like you can still use your under display storage bin without any issues. And not to mention, it actually helps hold the dash cover in place as well. And just a quick tip, if you are having issues with your glove box hitting the bottom side of your dash cover, I was able to fix that issue just by adjusting the bottom part of the cover just a little bit. You might have to use the adhesive just on the bottom here to kind of keep it pushed up against the dash, or you can do like I did and kind of pull up the bottom part of the dash to where it doesn't go totally underneath the dashboard. And I was able to get my glove box to open out without any issues. So you can see there it's open, and then we'll close it up. And there's no issue. So after going through the installation and getting to see what it looks like and how well it fits on the truck, I would highly recommend getting this dash cover from Handshow. It just upgrades your interior, like I said, 1000%. It goes so much better with the dash pad that comes with the Cybertruck. And as you saw, if you don't want to use those adhesive pads, you don't actually have to use them. And the other really good thing is it doesn't obstruct your LED accent lights or your air conditioner, and it also fits perfectly with under display storage bins. And I'm also curious to know what you guys think about the dash pad. Would you be picking one up yourself? Let me know in the comments below. So again, if you guys want to pick this up yourself, make sure you use my discount code in the video description, because it will save you a pretty good amount of money during checkout. And if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you hit the like button and consider subscribing. Thank you all for watching. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.